Hi everyone, this is Irene Fox. Today I'm going to be talking about my curl set and how to do the perfect pinups curls. So as you can see, I just got off work, so my hair is still up. I have in it right now a set of victory rolls with a pair of Betty bangs in front there. So I'm just going to start by taking this out. This video, I suppose, is going to be about the prep process for the pinup curls. I don't use shampoo of any kind, so there's a bit of a process to going through and doing your hair, or how to wash it. I wash my hair twice a week. Usually the first time I do it is with baking soda and apple cider vinegar. And then I'll usually go 2 or 3 days, and by then my curl set will need to be reformed. So I just rinse it with water, and I go through the same screeching process, and I'll talk about screeching in a little bit. And that just allows me to have a nice fresh set, and I don't use any apple cider vinegar or baking soda in that set, just water. So I think all the bobby pins are out, theoretically. We'll find out when I come through it. So I'm just going to loosen up the curls that are in there right now. So just loosening up everything. I might even take, I have a wide tooth comb here. This is really great because it doesn't pull your hair at all. So usually when I'm working through it, I just start at the bottom in small sections and come up from there. I try really hard not to damage my hair. So I don't dye it or use a lot of products. For a long time I was completely product free. But lately I've been looking into some alcohol-free hairsprays. I haven't found one I liked yet. I'll talk about that a little bit more in our third video when we get to brushing out our pin curl set. So the key here is that when you do reach a knot, not to pull, and to instead lift, like see I just got into a knot there. Instead lift your comb out and start from the bottom of the knot, slowly pulling it out, but never breaking your comb through it. So that way you're not damaging the hair at all. So next we're going to go into the screeching process. So this is basically just working the natural oils in your hair down, kind of prepping the dead skin cells, getting rid of those that come off your scalp. So I usually just start in the front, and you're just kind of going to give yourself a little bit of a head massage. Stray bobby pin. So definitely you don't want to be washing your hair, getting your hair wet with bobby pins in it, because your hair is more fragile when it's wet, and it's going to break a lot easier, and bobby pins really help break your hair. They're not a good tool if you're not careful. They can cause a lot of breakage. So I can walk out like this and go out to a party. So the next step is we're going to use a boar bristle brush, and this is going to help move the oils from our scalp down to the ends of our hair, just to make sure everything's nice and conditioned. This will also help protect your hair from the baking soda and apple cider vinegar. I have really thick hair, so I like to do this in sections. So I usually section off the top bit. And I usually give like 3 or 4 strokes to each set of hair, just to make sure I'm moving those oils down. And don't feel like you need to work in sections like I do. I just find it easier. I feel like It's the only way I can get all my hair, is by working in sections. Again, it's something you want to take your time on. I know in the days before shampoo, they used to have an old adage that said 100 strokes a day. I'm sure some of you have heard that. And this is why. This is how they used to clean their hair. So I think this has been the secret to me having such success without using shampoo. The reason I choose not to use shampoo is because of all the chemicals and the processing that's in it. It's really not necessary. Your hair learns how to take care of yourself. Not using shampoo is better for your hair, and it's better for the environment as well. Alright, so after everything's all brushed out, I usually take a little olive oil, and you don't need much, just a very little bit. Too much won't wash out when you go to shower. So I usually just dip 2 or 3 fingers in the olive oil, rub it over my hands, and you're just going to work that into the very ends of your hair. You don't want to get too close to your scalp. This just helps moisturize the ends, especially if you have dry hair. Just distributing some of it through the top there. Again, I'm not actually getting on my scalp at all. I'm just pulling just the hair away from the scalp and working it through. And at this point, you might want to just give it another comb over with the wide tooth comb, just to ensure that everything is distributed evenly. Alright, there we go. So next is we're going to shower. Now I am not going to take you guys with me into the shower. Alright, so I'm back from the shower. This is a look a lot of people don't get to see me in. I've taken off my makeup. I'm finished with my skin routine for the night. And as you can see, I have my hair up in a hair turban. This is something that my mom taught me when I was little. It's a great way to dry your hair without damaging it. You never want to rub the towel through your hair because that'll cause breakage, but I'm sure you guys have all heard that a million times before. So this is just a good way to let the towel absorb the moisture in your hair without doing any damage. I don't like to touch my hair a lot when it's wet or work with it a lot, just because it is more prone to breakage. So it's been in the towel now for about half an hour or so, just because I was going through my nightly routine and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out and see where my hair is in terms of dryness. So my hair is mostly dry. I'm going to take the wide tooth comb. Never use anything less than this when starting out. So just again working through, being very careful of knots. I'm going very slowly through my hair. Luckily brushing it out will dry, and using the olive oil will prevent knots, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue. My hair right now is still too wet to put it into a pin set, so I'm going to let it dry a little bit more and come back in a little bit. If you don't find that you have time, if you work a busy schedule or you have kids or whatever, you're welcome to use a diffuser on a low setting, your hair dryer, but I definitely recommend letting your hair air dry. I don't really recommend heat unless you absolutely need it. The more dry your hair is, the better it's gonna hold in the morning, the less time it's gonna take in the morning to dry. Because when your hair's all wrapped up like that, it takes forever for it to dry. So come back next week and we'll go ahead and do the final pin curl set, and hopefully you guys can learn something about how to get curls without using any heat, because that's my favorite part about having a pin curl set. Plus, it's absolutely beautiful vintage style. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.